What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing on a Thursday afternoon? Welcome to 49er Minded, where we get into the minds of 49er fans. I'm here with a good friend of mine who's a up-and-coming comedian who happens to be a 49er fan. When him and I were doing open mics, we just randomly started talking Niners because he's a big Niner fan and I'm a big Niner fan. It's just great to have you on, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad to be on, man. How you been?
Been really good. Let me say what's
Yes,
up to some
sir.
people waiting patiently in the chats. We got Red Jet Shell. She's here. She says like and subscribe to Bashar the Champ and Hannibal. Appreciate you.
Bang, bang.
We got Dre Area Sports. Yeah. So what's up, Hannibal? Just let everybody know where you're from, growing up, and how you became a Niner fan, and let everybody know how your 49er fan story all started.
I'm born and raised in San Francisco, California. I lived across the street from Candlestick on top of Two Jacks, the restaurant, for some years. My whole family's a 49er fan. My mom worked at Candlestick for years back
Oh wow.
when the Giants played in Candlestick. We used to get in the games for free all the time, and sneak food in and watch Brett Bounce hit home run and shit. So yeah, so I'm
cool.
a born Niner fan, man. Born and raised in San Francisco.
Oh well, yeah. So very few Niner fans I know actually. I mean, I've had some on here actually, but very few that I grew up with actually lived in San Francisco and were 49er fans that were actually from San Francisco. So that's like, I look at you guys, I hold you guys in high regard, man, because you guys are like pure 49er fans.
Yeah. And like I said, it's weird, man. My mom worked there. We basically lived there. We lived directly across the street, not like a block away. Like the parking lot in our apartment, like it was directly across the street in Canada.
Wow, that's so cool, man. Easy access to the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately we no longer play there, but teams move on and they get their stadiums. Do you remember your first memory of going to a 49er game, or what game it was? Or
oh man, we used to, when you're little, you care about the game, but you want to run around the stadium. So I probably was 6, I want to say. My first game, I probably was 6, and I ran around the stadium until I was like 8 or 9. My mom working there, so yeah, probably when I was 6. And our favorite thing to do was we would get hella chicken nuggets from McDonald's and a bunch of fries. That was our ritual. We get a bunch of chicken nuggets and fries from McDonald's, sneak them into the stadium, and we sit in the bleachers. They used to have bleachers during the baseball games, and then the football games we were sneaking. And they just never, from my mom working there, it was like whatever. So we just ran around the whole stadium, bro, for like 2 or 3 years. So I was 6 to like 9 years old.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Do you have any incidents or memories of meeting any 49er players at all? Or
oh man, not when I was little. Not
or just in general.
Not incidents, not incidents, like all good incidents, basically.
Yeah.
Like I always had like I'll tell you something real. I got a few of them. So I do the wig with All American Pete.
Yeah. Oh, I never knew what his name was. I never knew what that character's name was.
That's his name, All American Pete. So I run into Fred Warner. He's with his wife and he's walking his little dog inside of the mall. So I started like, "What's up, Fred?" So I'll take a pic, and then I took a picture with him, and then I instantly turned and slapped the wig and the glasses on and went into character. So he was looking at me like, like what the hell? I'm like, "Let's take another picture." So we took a picture. We didn't get a video. We took another picture with the wig on, but he was cool about it. You know what I'm saying? And then I had an instance with Richard Sherman. It wasn't nothing really bad either. Richard Sherman was like, me and Richard Sherman we like the same age, or he's probably older than me, or we like the same age. But he was with his family, and I was down. This is when I used to go. I used to be really good friends with Eli Harold, and Ronald Blair. They used to play defensive lineman for us. So
yeah, I remember them very well.
I'm at practice with Eli Harold one day, and Sherman is off to the side where the hill is, the little side hill. He's off to the side hill. He's doing his little workout, and we just watching him. After he worked out, we started talking. But I thought he's so, for his age, he is so serious. He like Joe Clark from Lean on Me. He hella serious. like super duper serious. Like, but and we were talking to him. It was like, all right, we ain't talking to a football player. We talking to like the serious principal or some shit. You know, his family walked up. His family walked up. It's like a, he gave him a hug and kiss and stuff. Like like he's like a military dad. And I took a selfie with him. I took a selfie with him, but I could tell like he like, dudes and selfies is kind of like, all right, hurry up. So he had this serious face. So I had like pie face, bro. I'm like, all right, let me just get away from him and let him finish doing what he doing. Man. So,
when I met Steve Young, I did a quick selfie, but he was just really, really laid back. I don't think he was tripping too hard off or anything like that. But it's always cool every now and then to bump into Niner players, because you just mentioned wait, say the name of that the character that you do again. Something.
All American P. I do the videos every Sunday with E40.
I was going to share my screen really quick for those who aren't they're not aware of who this character is. Every time we win a game, Hannibal himself gets on camera on his Instagram and does these like funny videos. I'll play a little snippet of one of those
videos.
Win or
lose. I do them win or lose.
Win or lose though.
Right.
All right. So we're going to cut to that right now and check it out. It's a lot of fun. Here we go. This is from the past Sunday, actually, the past victory.
Oh, gotcha.
There we go.
I see y'all behind that keyboard waiting to run that mouth. You know what time it is. CMC, Lil Purdy, let me be on stop.
He said that's 2 in a row. You were like, it's 2 in a row.
You know what, man? I started doing them videos just on the fluke. Just one Sunday we won, and I just popped up. I've been had the onesie. I got the onesie. My wife didn't get it for me. A fan, another 49er fan. I know him. I got to know him. He walked up to me. He said, he first told me, he said, I got something for you. I'm like, what? So he goes behind his door. He come back with the onesie. He's like, here, this for you. I'm like, okay, cool. It's a 49er onesie. So I started putting it on and doing them videos just randomly on Sundays. And I would, what do you call it? The invite on Instagram, the thing, what do you call when you invite somebody and they got to accept to share on the page, basically?
I'm drawing blanks, man.
We just did it. We just did it.
No.
So basically, I would.
So when you tag them, all right.
Yeah, I would do that with E40. So we started developing a relationship with that, and it just exploded and blew up. So I just be having to do them. When I be like, if I'm 30 seconds late of dropping the video, when we win or lose, I get a DMs. I'm talking about 200-300 DMs. No BS. Where the video? So I just gotta keep doing it. But I love it.
Good thing one of those DMs was to me, man.
All right.
I don't want to make it worse. Let me see what's up to some people who just hopped in. We got 49ers Throwback, big supporter of the channel. So just hit that button, faithful, and subscribe. I do have, I believe I have your YouTube channel up I have your Instagram up in the description of this video. So if anybody wants to follow Hannibal on Instagram, please check him out. He's always putting up clips of his comedy shows. He's always advertising his next shows, and every now and then he'll put up a little funny clip where he's an All-American Dave. He said All-American Dave. All-American Pete. Okay, All-American Pete. He doesn't look like a Pete though. But you know what's funny? We were doing a open mic once. We used to do open mics back in the day for those local comedians. They know what's up with that. And one time they announced you on stage, and then they were playing. Ironically, they were playing E40. Tell me when to go, and then you started doing the fizz dance or tell me when to go dance or whatever. And you were wearing. That was the first time I had seen you with that wig or whatever. And I remember you.
I got that video.
yeah. I remember it was a monumental moment because the host called you Krusty the Cloud or something. And like your first 10 minutes was just you ripping him to shreds, and he was about to cry, and he was in tears. I think because you ripped him so hard, man. I'm not gonna say his name. Let's just say that his name. He has the same name as a hip hop / rapper / producer / singer. You guys can put them two and two together and figure out who that is.
I got that.
And it's not Drake. But that was a funny moment, man. I remember all those little funny things, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's talk about your comedy, and then we'll talk about the team and what's going on with the team and your thoughts about the team. But go right ahead. Like, how did you get started with comedy? Like for me, like when I was doing comedy back in the day, me and my friends actually, we always had a video camera set up at the house, and we were bored, and we make a little goofy like Saturday Night Live skit video. Saturday Night Live really inspired me as a kid back when SNL was really, really good. I'm not trying to hate too hard, but I mean SNL back in the day was the shit. You know, Eddie Murphy, Chris Farley, Billy, Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, all those dudes. Yeah, but that was kind of how I got started. But how did you get started in actually doing comedy and doing stuff?
Oh man, I got started. I always was into comedic acting. Like I did performance arts in school. I was supposed to go to college for performance arts and stuff. So I was always into comedic acting. But how I fell into stand up, man, is from the Kings of Comedy. The Kings of Comedy is like the first stand up special or anything stand up that I really, really started to like. Okay, that's like I want to do that. That's good. But I started. I was doing YouTube videos first, skits, and this guy he had a TV station in the North Bay in Vallejo, and he seen one of my skits, and he wanted to he had me start doing skits on his TV station up there. So I go meet him one day. This is an evening, me and two of my cousins at the Marriott Hotel in Vallejo. He had a comedy show. They had a comedy show this night, and it's in the ballroom, and it's sold out. Like 200 some people sold out. So he asked me, like, do you know how to do this? And I just said, yeah. I never did stand up, never even kind of thought about doing it really until, but I'm like, yeah. He like, all right, I'm gonna tell him to put you up for 5 minutes. I'm like, what the in front of all these people? 5 minutes. So me being me, man, I just went up there and just said whatever came to my head. I just got the riffing, me, I got the riffing to the core, and I was killing it. Killing it, man, for real. Like getting like applause breaks, killing it, just straight riffing. So that was my first hit, and I was high. I've been high ever since.
There you go. Yeah, you're going all over the country. I believe you even went to different countries to do stand up as well, right?
Oh yeah. I was just in the Middle East like 2 weeks ago. I was in Qatar, Kuwait. And, Qatar and Kuwait. Me and Tommy Davidson.
Oh wow, Tommy Davidson. Okay, yeah, from Living Color. If you guys remember that.
Yeah, there you go. Performing with the troops.
So there you go. Yeah, if I was going to ask if it was for the troops, that made more sense because I know there's a base in Qatar. Papa J's up here says, he's just laughing his ass off. John, this guy's name is actually John Lynch. That's his real name. Says, what's good, everybody? He's got the same name of our GM. Let's talk about the 49ers really quick. But if you guys are interested in checking out one of Hannibal's comedy shows, hit up his Instagram page. I put it in the description box of this video. He's also on Twitter, and just look for him on the YouTube as well. But let's talk about these Niners, man. 23-20, victorious over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What's your overall thoughts of that particular game and just this 49er team thus far in this season?
Man, it's weird. I haven't seen this much inconsistency from the defense. Like I remember in 2021, we made it to the NFC Championship game, and that defense was hurt. It was beat up. We had like 4 or 5 starters all out on that defense, and we just was patching stuff together, and we made it then to the NFC Championship game. But I haven't seen this much inconsistency from the 49ers defense in a long, long time, man. Usually we lead the way. The defense leads the way. They're making plays. Now, we're not going to get turnovers big time every game, but the defense usually stout, especially our run defense. And to me, man, our run defense and the defense as a whole has been too inconsistent. And if I'm being honest, the red zone offense is down this year, and it's pretty bad because, CMC been out, of course. But we're still scoring points, We're still scoring points in – the defense, to me, is letting teams back in the games too much, man. Like some of these games, like the Rams and the Arizona game haunts me still.
Oh, big time. And even the Minnesota game too, man.
Man. Big time. That's on the defense. You can't give up a 90-yard touchdown from the 1-yard line to
Darnold.
Like, come on, man. We should be at the least 7-2 right now. 7-2, excuse me. We should at least be 7-2 right now, cruising in the division. But it's like, no, we want to make it hard, man. It's too much inconsistency from the defense to me.
I mean, we won this past game 23-20, but this game was very monumental of what the 49ers have been doing all year, right? I mean, so many times we'd out, like, look, it was 23-20. We won by 3 points, right? But if you see like the overall team stats of the game, I mean, we had 413 total yards. Tampa Bay had 215 total yards. I mean, defensively, we did a great job of stopping them. Oh, but we didn't stop them because we had all these dumb penalties, all these boneheaded mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. That's like we got the worst special teams I've ever seen in my life watching football. If it wasn't for the special teams last game, we probably would have won 29-10. If 29
it could have been something like that.
3. Yeah, it's like that's another thing. Our special teams is too bad. It's so bad. Like, I don't understand. It's like, bro, y'all can't tackle.
You can't make a field goal. And it's funny though, because like we missed. Yeah. The guys who we had the replacements we had were doing better than good old what's his name? I'm forgetting the dude's name because he just pisses me off. Nudie. Jake Nudie.
Bro, I don't understand. He made the game winner last week, but I cannot go back and I can't go into a game with him next week. I couldn't. He's too his confidence is shot.
I was telling my friend on the 49ers First Takes, a different podcast yesterday, I was like, when you look, whether we're winning, whether we're losing, or whether he's just standing on the line for whatever reason at practice before the game, he always has this look on his face where he's looking down. He doesn't look like he wants to be there. Like, Brew, you better like have some enthusiasm. You're in the NFL. Like, I guarantee if his mentality changes one day, he'll be a much better player. But when is that going to happen though? Do we have time to wait on that? You know what I mean?
Because to me, in Michigan, he had this aura, this dog. You know what I'm saying? And he's a kicker. He had like an aura in this dog in Michigan. Like now, it's like, bro, like exactly. He looked like he just don't want to be there. He don't want to play. He looked like okay. He looked so down, bro, and like. That last game, that is the straw that broke the camel's back to me. I would have did something with him. But the last kicker we had, who was kicking before him, we should have kept him and moved forward with him. But this dude, every time he go up to kick, I'll be like, oh man, here we go.
But why don't we just go for it on fourth down from time to time? I'm perfectly fine with that. I think we could get it every now and then too. You know, especially now that we have CMC to mix.
That's true, but it's hard if you're going for it from the 40. Then you're going to give the team the ball back. You know what I'm saying? That's tough to be like, okay, I got to go. Bro, you're paid to make kicks your entire life. Get up there. Now, if you miss one, that's fine. If you miss two, you still okay, that's fine. Bro, 3 kicks in one game, that's a fireable offense. 3 kicks, you can't do 3 of anything in the game. Interception, fumble, drop passes, none of that. Like, missed in the game. Come on, bro.
Oh yeah, and what you think about that incident afterwards, where Debo was on the sidelines and with what's the dude's name? Long snap. Tabor Pepper, and Jake Moody. Debo like kind of punched him or pushed him, and part of his hand also went to Moody too. He hit both in one shot. Actually, it's kind of funny.
I think with that particular situation, to me, Pepper, you can't beat Pepper, bro. You can't defend that number. This is his captain teammate. You know, chastising him about at best he's telling him to lock in and get his captain to, you know, lock in. You just missed 3 field goals. That's number one. So that's what Pepper was wrong at for stepping in while the captain is speaking, you know, to a player. You know what I'm saying? That's Pepper's wrong for stepping into that. But Debo, no matter what the circumstances is, you can't put your hands on your teammate in front of the world like that. That's what he's wrong at. He wasn't wrong for getting Moody face or Pepper's face. He just wrong for the hands part. Just don't touch him, bro. Don't put your hands on it. You know, everything else, 100% right. The hands in front of the cameras in the world and all that, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, and people don't know. So everybody played football. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but like within teammates, things like that do happen in the locker room or on the practice field. But just don't let it happen. Again, we said the cameras are on.
Exactly.
Yeah, and millions are watching.
Exactly. I always said, like when it happened on Twitter, I'm like, you know, it's fine. I said Debo was wrong. I mean, Debo was right for, you know, chest side and teammates and stuff, but the part where he was wrong at is you cannot do that. You can't do that in front of the girls. I use another word, but you can't do that.
I know what you mean.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, you can't wrong. We brothers. We brothers. We not finna physically fight.
Well, you know what? Maybe they could use this. I know I'm like I'm a half glass full the type of guy. Maybe they could use this as a spin to jumpstart a win streak or whatever. Especially now that we got CMC, not just CMC back, we got Juwan Jennings back. But really, real quick, I want to touch on this. Fazil's in the chat. I want to say what's up to Fazil really quick. He said Goff threw 5 picks and they still won. Right? You said something. If you throw interceptions, usually you lose. That was a very rare occurrence, though. For Lions,
it's like it's like 99.9% you're gonna lose the game if you don't.
Yeah. I mean, if I were to bet on Vegas, I'd say, hey, they lose a big guy through damn 5 picks. Jason Captain Niner Massey's here. Let's see what's up, bro. Who else did it? Yeah, a lot of people. We appreciate you guys. You guys are watching. Share the stream. Let everybody know. Like and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, I mean, Juwan Jennings. I mean, it was great to see CMC back. He made his presence felt more so in the passing game than the run game. But I think he's just getting his feet wet. But I was really excited when I heard Juwan Jennings was going to be back and play in this game. What did you think about JJ's performance?
Man, listen, I think we found another diamond in the rough with this dude. And I mean that, like, I love Ayuk a lot. But we may have found our new number one receiver like we did, back in the days when we found Rice late and we found T.O. late. We probably found this dude is a ball. I'm talking about big time baller. You can't do nothing to him. What you gonna see? The biggest thing they said about us is you can jam our receivers. You can't jam Juwan Jennings, bro. I'm 6'4", 240. Juwan Jennings is a big dude. Like a big dude, man. Like, so you can't jam him. He get off the jam good. He can run after the catch. His hands is phenomenal. He fight for balls in the air. Bro, I love Juwan Jennings. And I think this opportunity with Ayuk out, I think this is an opportunity for him to maybe really take over the X receiver, the X. Maybe when Ayuk come back, we have legit, 1 and 2 threats that you really have to deal with,
And I know we lost some games that we shouldn't have lost, and I know in the Chiefs game, Jennings left very early, and he wasn't the same. He hurt his hand or something like that, and he had another injury. So we missed Jennings big time. We really did. And another guy who we had out of the lineup was Ricky Pearsall, rookie wide receiver, who's missed a whole bunch of camp. We all know what happened where he got shot, which was crazy. I don't want to talk about it too much, but you can touch on that. But it's great to see. I mentioned Juwan Jennings, how they have a connection, him and Purdy. He moves the chains. A lot of people thought he was only going to be this like third down specialist, third and Jennings. I see him as first, second, and third Jennings. And now we got another chain mover in the mix who's different than what Debo and Ayuk brought, in my opinion. Ricky Pearsall, a rookie coming around, and we're going to have to rely a little bit on him too, man, if we're going to try to do anything, because Ayuk's not here.
Yeah, but he's looking like, what are you going to do? You can't are you going to line up a linebacker in front of him? A nickel off the bench? He beats coverage, man, and he's good after the catch. I kind of forgot that, bro, we have a first round pick and receiver that's playing. I'm like, that's why he's so good. So we got some talent, on offense, but fresh talent. To me, Jennings is fresh because he hasn't had the chance to be the number one receiver. And then Ricky, there's no tape on him in the NFL. And he got special talent. So I think this is if we can, like you said, we can get some consistency here in the second half, I think it would be okay, man. I think we'll be okay. Ricky is only going to get better and better. I really believe that Mason is hurt though. He's in the blue non-contact suit today again. I think his shoulder.
Oh, really? That's what they said in practice?
Yeah, I think his shoulder's tore up. I wish he wasn't, because you know how we did in 21 and 19. We have a three-headed monster. We could just run the ball and off the play action. Brock is the best quarterback we've had in years off the play action. So if we can get our running game going with all three of them, I think we'll be in good shape.
And Brock had one of his better games of the season. I know there were times where Brock wasn't getting rid of the ball quick. He was holding on to the ball for a long time.
In the first half.
Yeah.
He had a shaky first half.
Just in general, in the first part of the season, he'd have some games where he make some big throws, but he wasn't getting those quick check down type throws that we normally saw from him in the past. And hopefully, with CMC back, it'll help. And just him, I noticed a lot of people weren't getting open really quick either. They're playing a lot of man on us, and people weren't getting open. But
I noticed last game that with CMC back, he was checking down. Like CMC had some nice catches last game, check down catches. That's important for Brock. That safety net. If nobody open, CMC's there. He's going to beat every linebacker in the NFL, probably except Fred. Fred's on this team. He's going to beat every linebacker. When he comes up the backfield, no linebacker can stay in front of him. So it's good to have him back, to have Brock with that safety net. And we see Brock with that. Brock had a huge game last game.
We'll say shout out to on base soil. Pat had him on. He said, "Where's P at? Where P at?" He said, are we going to see an appearance? I don't know. I'd love that. That's going to happen. It could happen.
You know what? Keep it real with you, man. Right before I clicked on, he's somewhere to I left him somewhere. So I gotta get. I'm like, I went to the spot where he was at. He wasn't there. I left him. So,
if need be, you can run away. You can run away and grab him for a second.
Right. Yeah. I'll get him a few minutes. I'll probably try to go track him down for a few minutes.
Really quick about the offense before we jump over to defense. I wanted to touch on a few things on defense. So I mentioned Purdy had a really good game, 353 yards. Kittle brought a lot of people were complaining over the past few years that Kittle wasn't making those big splash plays, or we weren't using him like we used to, and he's definitely stepped up a whole lot with Ayuk and Jennings being out, and he dragged a few dudes to make some big plays. I just wish we target him just a little bit more, but he also had that big touchdown, right, too.
Yeah, we thought a lot of fans thought this was Kittle. Maybe this was his last year. No, the Kittle is having another All-Pro year. He's the best tight end in football right now through these 9 games. He's having another All-Pro year. He's going to retire at 49. Kittle is so good. But Kittle should be Kittle and Jennings and CMC in the red zone, man. Going forward this next 8 games, so we should be killing it in the red zone. Because we haven't had a receiver in years, so we can just line him up on the outside in the red zone and just throw him the fade. I don't know why we don't do that with Juwan Jennings more in the red zone.
And Jennings is kind of like a poor man's Brandon Marshall too. He's like,
yes, exactly.
He's not fast. He ran like a 4.75 40, but he's sneaky quick and he's just fast enough to make the big plays. But hopefully he can transform into that All-Pro type player. We saw Ayuk made All-Pro before. Debo, I think it was borderline All-Pro a few times. And if they did, I don't see how Jennings can't do it. I really don't.
Debo was All-Pro also. 21.
Yeah, Debo's All-Pro too. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so one of those guys needs to step up and be All-Pro this year. It might be Jennings. It might be Jennings.
Yeah.
So
it might be Jennings. That'd be amazing if he made All-Pro with missing those 2 or 3 games. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. So let's talk about defense really quick. We had I like what I see from the secondary, minus some stupid mistakes, some stupid penalties that happened in this past game. I think the secondary played an excellent game. I mean, Baker Mayfield's been tearing up the league. He had like 23 touchdowns going into this game. He only had 1 touchdown, 18 for 21. He only had 116 yards. I know he was missing 2 of his main receivers, and they did run the ball a bit. But I really like what I see from these DBs, especially with the absence of Charvarius Ward. That's a lot to put on a rookie's shoulder for Renardo Green, cornerback out of Florida State. And, man, he's like, if you look at his rankings from PFF and those other sites that really break down his game, he's like in the top 5 of a lot of different categories. So this guy's a limit for Renardo Green and Malik Mustafa at safety, and we just gave Diamador Lenore the big contract. What do you think about the secondary?
I love the secondary, man. Lenore is probably one of my favorite players on the team right now, man. Lenore go crazy. I wish Huff was
Hufanga, we miss him.
Yeah, Hufanga was healthy. I like the rookies on the back end, but I prefer we need a veteran. I think when you ease who's we just get the guy
we got Gibson back. We brought him back.
You ease him in. I think you kind of probably got to start him and let him play because we still need a veteran at safety. But my issue with the defense is we have our pass rush this year is kind of
non-existent.
It's non-existent, man. You got Bosa, but Bosa needs help. I like the Anderson kid. He should start for the rest of the year for us at tackle.
Evan Anderson, the D tackle. Okay.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, Malik Collins. Every now and then he'll get a sack. He got a sack this time around. Sam isn't too bad.
You start both of them though. You start Malik Collins and Anderson. If you ask me, you start both of them. It's just the other side, the other pass rusher. We're not getting the help that we used to in the past from the pass rusher. And of course you got Fred at linebacker. But my issue is 59. Why, please,
Devondre Campbell.
Lord, I beg you. Oh my Lord. Oh Lord! Every time I see him on the field, he had his best game last game of the year, easy. Last game, best game, but we cannot move. He's too slow in the pass game. Like he get teams pick on him. He's way too slow. I know they want to keep him on the field because he's smart, but he just can't move anymore, man. He get cooked in the pass game. He's like the weakest link on the team in the pass game.
Yeah,
but our defense, man, we got to stop the run.
Yeah, the run D was really, really bad this past game. Even I'm talking about guys like Bosa and Fred Warner. At times they weren't doing what they normally do in the run game. So from here on out, we can't afford to try to stop that run and look that bad as we did this time around on this past game. Now they do have some good running backs. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the Bucks do have Bucky Irving, who's really nice. Rashad White. Those are the two main ball carriers. But in general, we definitely got to stop them. And what was going through your mind when you saw just let it all out when you saw Bosa try to get Mayfield on that fourth down, man?
I was just thinking in my head what was going through my mind. I was just picturing him smiling, saying Baker, because when he was holding him, it's like a movie scene. Like a movie scene, he's holding his hand and run. But I'm screaming at the TV, pull his arm off, pull it off, yank it, pull him down, bro. Just pull him down. I don't know what. Like when he caught that ball, I'm like, oh God, the game is over. All you had to do was
that was pretty scary. That was pretty scary.
Just pull. That's why I said the Anderson kid, he deserved, because he got a big penalty in that drive. And then after the penalty, he got a big second down stop in the backfield. So I was looking at that play like, bro, just pull him down. Why are you holding him, let him ride you? Pull him down or push him hard out of bounds.
Yeah, he should. And I think I noticed it happen a couple of times here. I definitely noticed it when we played the Chiefs. I think sometimes dudes on our squad, I don't know if it's happening in other NFL games, but this shouldn't be the case. And if this is what they're thinking, they definitely need to stop thinking it. Don't think that, the rules to protect the quarterback are this and that, and that's why I'm hesitant to do this or hesitant. Look, man, how many times has Purdy, like when Purdy threw that one nice one to McCaffrey, well, rainbowed in the air, right? But McCaffrey
got killed.
But Purdy got killed on that fucking
That's
play.
What I said. Purdy got killed, right? Exactly. I don't know what it is.
It almost looked like the helmet went into the chest too. So, but like those guys aren't hesitating to hit our quarterback, so you better hit the other fucking quarterback.
Exactly, man. That's why this NFL kind of like I miss Ray Lewis and those teams and stuff, because you're not gonna play ball fakes, Mahomes. You're gonna get killed. They don't care about the penalty, the fine. You're gonna get smoked on that sideline. I think he should have. That's why players got to get that out their head, man. I don't care. Take him out. He's playing football on the football field. He's running at that. You're not going to be running toward the sideline trying to make a play, and I'm supposed to just let you make it. No. Stop him from making a play. Kill him. I'll be sure to see him. Blast him. Get a penalty. Blast him.
Yeah, and you know what? And you mentioned Ray Lewis and certain type of dogs on defense. Tell me, how much do we miss Dre Greenlaw out there?
A lot. That's the number. He's the number one player that's missed on this team to me. He was missed more than CMC to me.
Yeah,
his attitude alone.
Mm-hmm. And I was telling people, like, there's a chance, we might have a resurgence this second half of the season. We may get our two best players back, meaning CMC and Greenlaw. So, you can make that argument. Either way, if we're lucky enough to get Dre Greenlaw back, I call him Draymond Greenlaw sometimes because his crazy antics. But we're missing that. We're missing that. Just that heart and soul on this team. Enforcer.
Yep. That's what we need. I don't care if I would take him at 75%. That's what we need him bad, man. We need him bad. We missing him.
Red Jet Shell says, yes, that mentality is definitely missed with Dre Greenlaw for real. I totally agree with you on that one. Big time. Jason Captain Niner Massey says, legend has it, Bosa is still softly caressing Bosa's arm as he walks into the sidelines.
Exactly, man. Pull that arm off, man.
Man, yeah, that was just too nuts, man. Hopefully, we'll see what happens because we play the Seattle Seahawks coming up. And Purdy, we used to always fear the Seahawks, right? That was always the thing, like, damn, we got to play the Seahawks. I hate playing that team. Whenever we play them, all these fluky type things happen, and we end up losing. But this time around, it's like a different mindset whenever we play the Seahawks this time around.
Yeah, even to be honest with you, man, a few years ago, we was like, when they had Wilson, and we was like, we got to play. If we had Purdy, that's all we were missing. We were missing quarterback play. If we had Purdy with them teams, man, I wouldn't have been Purdy. Like, you got to have. One thing about Purdy between the difference between Purdy, Kaepernick, Alex Smith, and Jimmy Garoppolo is up here, man. The kid between the ears at the quarterback position is phenomenal. No, he don't have the biggest arm. Lucky he ain't got a big arm, one of them big Josh Allen arms. But he's just up here, man. That's what we was missing. We was missing,
I mean, Josh Allen. I mean, he has the arm, right? He can run like crazy, and he's big as hell, and
but he got Westbrook IQ.
Yeah, I mean, that is like, is he a winner though? You know what I mean? Like with Purdy, you don't have all those great physical attributes. Now, he's not bad at running, by the way. He's not bad at running. He ran a really fast 10-yard split, which, for those who know, it's basically a 10-yard, 40-yard dash. But his 10-yard split is up there with Lamar Jackson, and it was right behind Tyreek Hill. And you'd never really think that. And again, as a quarterback, how much do you really need to run? You only need those first 10 yards, to get that first down.
He got quick feet.
Yeah, and the decision making is very underrated. But hopefully, he was much better last year and the other years in terms of getting those quick throws off. And hopefully that comes back. And a little off with that this year for whatever reason. But
I want us to get back, especially with this quarterback play. I want us to get back at running and pounding the ball and catching teams off guard to throw.
Oh, yes.
Run the ball, catch teams off guard to throw the ball. Run like you don't have a quarterback, like we used to. Run, and then bam.
The play action will open up big time if we do that. Especially, you know what I really would like? I mean, I know we got CMC back, and hopefully we get Jordan Mason back to a certain degree. I don't know what's going on with his shoulder, if he's going to play this week or not. You told me he sat out practice today. And that was big on this guy when we drafted him, because we never draft a height, weight, speed guy. I know a lot of people cringed. Oh, damn, Kyle's running backs that he drafts always suck, and he sucks at drafting running backs. I was like, hold up. This is the first time that we've ever had a height, weight, speed type of guy at the running back position. And on top of that, he's a former wide receiver, so he's actually got hands where you could possibly throw to him out of the backfield. But man, he gets you those splash plays, and people were saying that he was too stiff and had no quickness or no shifty type running ability. Whatever Bobby Turner's telling him, or whatever the coaching staff is telling him, he's absorbing it. He looks really, really nice at times.
Yeah, I like Garindo too, man. We got to run on them sweeps. I like Garindo's speed, man. He can run a little harder, but I like his speed. Mason between the tackles. CMC, I like overall, So that's why I said we can, with 3 running backs, I feel like we should ride the running backs. We should ride all 3 of them, not just CMC. We should ride all 3 running backs, man. And then the play calling on first and second down has been like crazy. It's 2nd and 2, we're dropping back, looking downfield, bro, just run the ball.
Yeah, play calling is kind of funny sometimes. And there's
run it twice. 2nd and 2. You know what I'm saying? So,
I totally agree with you. Yeah. I agree with John Lynch about this. I cringe every time it happens. Debo needs to stop getting reps at running back. What a waste. I hate it when they give him hands. The only time I liked it one time we ran Debo out of, a few times we've done actually, where we ran him out of the back. He was running back, lined up as a running back, but then he ran out for a pass pattern and had big success with it. I don't mind them doing that from time to time, but but just hand them up. I mean, give him the reverse here and there, The jet sweep or reverse, but in the backfield handoff, nah, I don't want to see it. And I always cringe when he he'll do a little run or whatever, and he'll run it towards the off tackle or whatever, and then these linebackers will just smash him. And he'll always go backwards. And when he goes backwards like that, I'm like, dude, this guy's not a real running back. Like, let's stop trying to experiment with this.
Right. Yeah, that's a trip. So I get what you're saying, but yeah, second half, man. Greenlaw should be back after the Seattle game. I hope so too. Yeah, Seattle's actually coming off of they had a bye week. They're coming off an overtime loss to the Rams. We all know, So Seattle's kind of one of those shaky little teams. They're 4-5. They got their quarterback Geno Smith, who last game he threw for 363 yards, but he also threw 3 TDs, but he also threw 3 interceptions. That's kind of like a Geno Smith game in a nutshell for you right there. But they do got some. We have to, man. We just can't take. We beat this team 6 times, so we gotta finish. We gotta play, and when we got a chance to finish them, we gotta finish. We can't do like the Rams, because we beat the Rams up 6 times, and we was up 14 to them and lost the game. So we got to come out and smoke these dudes from the jump.
And we're playing at Levi's. We can't afford to lose any more games at Levi's. We can't afford to lose any more division games either.
Yeah, that's right. Right. So we in a tough spot right now, right?
We are, and they got some good receivers. So I don't want to be like, hey, we got this nice little streak on the Seahawks, and it's going to be easy pickings or anything like that. Jackson Smith and Jigba is pretty damn good. Tyler Lockett is not bad at all. I don't know what happened to the who's that? What DK Metcalf? He sat out the last game. I don't know if he's hurt or if he's still hurt. If anybody knows,
he got a bum knee, but I think he practiced today, so I think he's gonna play Sunday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've been doing pretty well against him. I used to be scared of that dude. Like, this guy's a freak of nature, and this guy is like, how are we gonna ever stop this guy? We were actually supposed to draft him too, and then we drafted like Jalen Hurd or something a few picks later, and it is what it is. But I do like the fact that there was a video of some Seahawks fans on Instagram, and they're going around like, oh, which team do you hate the most? And they were all like 49ers. They were screaming and cussing how much they hate the Niners. I was like, okay, that's good. Right. We got our thunder. Yeah. We stole their thunder a bit,
You're right.
John Lynch says DK Metcalf said he was going to make the Niners regret signing Diamador Lenore. I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, that was a fake meme on Twitter I seen. That wasn't real.
Oh, it's fake? Oh, it wasn't real? Yeah. Okay, I didn't catch that. I never got that thrown at me. Yeah. Oh, man. Is there we're not gonna be on here for too much longer, but if your friend wants to say hi really, really quick, he can for a minute.
I left. So when I had my show last night, I sell merch at my shows and stuff. I left him inside of the merch bag. And I didn't realize it until I came on, so I don't have time to go get you for the merch bag. The merch bag around. It's with my security inside the truck. So
got it. What I want to do is, I know you did a promo for an upcoming show on your I saw your message just now. I know you did a promo for one of your upcoming shows. I could play that really quick, and then we can wrap it up. The one you did in the KTVU studio. You want me to run that really quick? Yeah.
For sure, no doubt. Yeah.
So let's cut to that really quick, and then we'll call it a day really quick. So hang on just a second, and let's do this. I'm gonna share my screen, and yeah, there we go.
They come up. It's going to show Castro Valley in Castro Valley at the Chabot Theater.
Oh, hang on. I had it playing, but I didn't share my screen. I was like, I have a feeling I didn't share my screen. Let's try this over again.
Good evening. This is All American P News in Bay Area. I will be at the Chabot Theater, November 22nd at the Chabot Theater, brought to you by New Millennials at the Chabot Theater in Castro Valley, California. I hope to see all y'all there. This is 50 women in 50 states, All American P. I'm going to be in the Bay Area at the Chabot Theater, November 22nd. One night, one show, brought to you by New Wave Millennials.
There you go. So if you have any want to just go on Hannibal Thompson's Instagram page and find out about upcoming shows, definitely check it out. Do you have anything you want to plug really, really quick before we call it a night?
Just follow my Instagram, my YouTube, Hannibal Thompson. I do the Disclaimer podcast. Also, and come out to a show, man. I love to see people live, and I'm gonna come on. Hit me again, and we can do it again next week or something. I'll do it with Pete.
There you go. We'll do it maybe next week or the week after. Though I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Yep, I have him on, man, no doubt.
Okay. I just want to say,
on Twitter,
go ahead.
We talk Niners on Twitter all day long. My Twitter is
he's always retweeting stuff and making throwing his opinions out there on Twitter. That's good. That's always fun to do that. I do that as well. On Bay Soil, check out the On Bay Soil podcast on YouTube. Right, by the way, I had both of those hosts on my channel. It's a great show, my guys. Appreciate you. Reggie says, awesome show. She said she followed you on IG. Appreciate everybody up in the chat. Great seeing you again, Hannibal. I know it's been years since we bumped into each other. This time was a little on a virtual platform, so to speak. But maybe next time you come out to Sac, I'll try to bump into you. I'm in the Sacramento area. We got to do. I don't know if I'd ever make a comeback to comedy, but if that ever happened, I'll let you know.
All right, for sure. When I'm on Twitter, man, my Twitter is at Hannibal T, I believe, @ Hannibal T. Follow me on Twitter and stuff, man. I got some. I do all the football and Niner talk and stuff on Twitter, man.
There you go.
I need y'all help. Eagle fans be trying to jump me. The college.
Okay.
I need y'all help.
And those keyboard warriors, man, they're brutal sometimes. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you again, Hannibal. Good to see you. Thank you guys for watching 49er Minded, where we get into the minds of 49er fans. We're just coming off of a victory. Let's make it 3 in a row. It was our first 2-game win streak. Let's beat them damn sea chickens. Keep repping the 49ers and stay 49er minded. Peace. Let's go, Niners. Fuck them up.
Bang.
Niner gang.
Come on, 49 Faithful, let's get it.
Because it's 49er mind.
We gotta do this one time for the Empire.
It's 49er mind. It's 49er mind.
We gotta get that brick by brick real quick.
49er mind.
Yeah, area. Yo, we can't listen to them haters, man.
49er mind.
We from the Bay.
49er mind.
We them San Francisco 49ers.
49er mind.
We got that red and gold blood inside us.
49er mind.